Week 11, garden tour.
I brought my basket this time, even though we weren't planning on harvesting. I'm sure we will, just like every other week.
It'll be full.
The aromas, as they do, are all coming in right now. So we have been canning whole tomatoes, and we're gonna have to start making some other things too. I dehydrated some tomato peels for making tomato paste, and just lots going on with these tomatoes. We just started pulling a good amount of tomatillos. It's tickling me. We just started pulling a good amount of tomatillos off these plants and making some fresh salsa verde with them. And I'm excited, we're gonna be canning some pretty soon, hopefully. Our pole beans are really coming in. We have some beans that are ready to pick. We also have quite a few that are not ready to pick. So we'll probably pick a couple tonight for our supper, and then hopefully we get enough to can. But no worries, we'll show you in a little bit. We have some bush beans that are just starting to sprout up in the greenhouse.
Our tomato plants have been doing really well, and we are really enjoying the Italian heirloom. And it's these. They're just huge. They're monsters. We had one the other day, and we had another one today. It was just, they're so good. They're juicy, they're meaty, they're very good flavors. So definitely gonna save seeds from them and grow them again. And they're rocking it. They're jamming.
So although we lost almost all of our pickling Parisian cucumbers, those ones that were on our arches, we did notice that wherever we have bushy cucumbers, they're still doing all right. So we do still have some cucumbers are growing. I'm not really a huge fan of this variety. It seems like they just get round and don't really grow very big. But it's cool to see we at least have some cucumbers coming in, even if it's just enough to be eating fresh. So I have been wanting to save the seeds from our broccoli and cauliflower plants down in the garden that went to seed, but there was one small problem. I can't figure out which are which. I don't know which are the broccoli plants, and I don't know which are cauliflower. I don't know. I wish I could figure that out. We did notice, however, we do have a tiny little bit of broccoli. About 1 bite's worth of broccoli. But it's exciting to at least see something. We thought we lost everything after all that kind of heat. We never really had that cool weather we usually do in that late spring, early summer. So I think we said we weren't going to pick anything. And look, a whole basket full. That wasn't the plan, but we're headed out of town for the weekend. We'll be back by the time you guys see this. But just to celebrate that end of summer for the kids before they start their whole back to school stuff. Do you guys remember that dill I planted in a pot out here? I thought it wasn't coming up. It just started popping. Just this week we saw it. So the best part about this is we probably won't have this dill ready to be using this season. Obviously most of our cucumbers are gone, and the main thing we use it for is pickles. But I love that it's in a pot because I can pick it up and move it in the greenhouse.
So, the greenhouse. It's what you've been waiting for, right? We got the cucumbers over here. They're just about done. They're on their last leg. I can actually pull them all. There's no more cucumbers going to be on them. So, and that's fine. It's the end of the season for them. We got the onions that we planted. They have sprouted and they're doing great. So we're excited for that because we want to see if we can grow them through this winter. We don't know what we can do in here, so we're going to give it a shot. We also planted atomic red carrots right here. And those have just started to come up, have just started to pop through the soil, so that's good. We'll see how those taste and see if we like those. And over here we have the king bell peppers. Now these, I wanted to see, I'm trying something. I wanted to see if I can keep them short in here for what I'm going to do this winter. It's all like, you know, a test for everything. So what I did is I chopped the tops on all of them. And I'm going to see if I can just keep them short and keep them growing. They say peppers plants will grow 5 years. We'll see if I can make it through this winter. And then we also have the radishes over here. They're all coming up really nice. We love these because of the greens. We like to have them for breakfast. And we also, my boy Evan and I just love radishes. So, and the red onions, I think we might just end up pulling those and saving the bulbs because they're really little, and then try planting them next year for seed. And as you can see, the tomato plant is doing very good. It's growing fast. It's got a lot of flowers on it now. It's kind of taken over. I'm gonna let it too. I'm gonna try to have it grow down that way and down this way along the top and just keep tying it up. I think it'll be cool. And then the green peppers down here, these are also the king peppers. They are tall. I can't believe how tall they are. They are growing really well. They have flowers on them and peppers growing, so that's awesome. And then we have our radishes back here that all have seeds on them and they're just about ready to be picked. And we have carrots and we have one cabbage hiding back there. All of our celery greens that we did came up thicker and thick, so that's really good. We've been putting that in salads. We cut the leaves off. And our kohlrabi is doing good. It's actually starting to grow the bulb, it looks like. But we'll see. We might not get anything out of it. You never know. But the green beans, so this whole area here is going to be all green beans. Bush beans, green bush beans. And they have just sprouted. So that's really exciting and really cool because Sarah has never grown those. I grew up with them and they're like the devil. But Sarah's never had them. The reason why I say they're like the devil is because we'd have to go out and pick them and we just hated it because it was just row beyond row beyond row. It just was a lot of canning and a lot of work. But I'm willing to try it again. It's been, what, 20 some years. So then we got the onions. They're doing good. They're still growing even though they're laid down. And we got our other carrots that are just jamming. So it's really cool to see all this coming together. And once I get rid of this cucumber plant, it'll make more room. And we have some more stuff we're going to try planting in here. So we're just excited for this winter to see what's going to happen. And what would you guys like to see us grow in here? Remember, we're 4B in Minnesota. Minnesota.
We're admiring Eli's tomato mustache he's got going on.
We're gonna go get garlic coming up here really soon from someone we know, so we're kind of excited for that. So if you like this content,
give it a thumbs up, please.
And don't forget to subscribe down below. Glad you got to see us again.
Bye.
Bye.